Grab a cup of tea or a glass of wine and tune in for Inspired Conversations with publisher Linda Joy. On Tuesdays at 2 p.m. Eastern, Linda creates sacred space for leading female luminaries, empowering authors, heart-centered female entrepreneurs, coaches, and healers. A soulful venue where guests openly share the fears and obstacles they've overcome, wisdom and lessons learned, and the personal journey that led them to the transformational work they do in the world. Inspired Conversations to empower you on your path to authentic, soulful living.
Welcome to Inspired Conversations. I'm your host, Mindset Elevation Coach Linda Joy. You may also know that I'm me as the publisher of Aspire Magazine, the inspirational personal development magazine for women since 2006. I can't believe our 20th anniversary issue is coming out in early February, and nothing lights me up more than reminding women of the truth of who they are. If you haven't claimed your free subscription, and yes, she's been free for over 20 years, you can do so at subscribe2aspire.com. Are you ready for today's conversation, my friends? Because as we all know, as daylight fades and temperatures drop, many of us feel our energy and mood dip too. Maybe you can relate. Those darker months can quietly impact our mental health while disrupting sleep, motivation, and emotional balance. My guest, Johanna Laurent, is the author and founder of Positive Phrases, and she says a simple mindset shift can make all the difference. Johanna is the founder, as I shared, of Positive Phrases and the author of Everything is Perfect, a collection of 100 positive affirmations to cultivate a joyful, mindful, and positive life. Positive Phrases is a movement born out of her deep belief in the power of words to heal, uplift, and transform lives. Raised in Brooklyn, Johanna learned early on the strength of resilience, the importance of gratitude, which speaks to my soul, and the beauty of sharing positivity with others. That deep desire to pay life's goodness forward led her to launch Positive Phrases, which continues to grow every single day, one empowering message at a time. And her pocket-sized books are Everything is Perfect and Stop. And I love them because you can take them with you everywhere. You can learn more at positivephrases.com. Welcome, Johanna.
Welcome. Hi, Linda.
Hi, darling. I'm so glad that you're here.
Thank you for having me. I'm really excited for the conversation that we're going to create together.
Yes. And one thing I teach my mindset clients is your words have power. So I love that you start a movement about positive phrases that really focuses on, like, what words are we using? What energy are we exuding? So I'm really curious, was there a pivotal moment in your own life that led to you to say the world needs positive phrases?
Throughout my life, when I was up against it or going through something or whatever it was, feeling a little off, when I would see words such as keep going, you got this, never give up, different phrases, it would really help me continue. I would feel like God or the universe was sending them to me. Like, don't give up, Joanna, keep going. And I realized how important it was for me to see that, or for someone to say something positive to me to keep me moving forward. And then came a time, life is always about growing. And I've always been a true believer in the importance of contribution. And I said to myself, this work, this is important. And this is a gift for me to be aware, for me to be present and have awareness of how important words are. This is a gift for me because I don't want to leave this world with a gift that was given to me not being given forward.
I love that. It's funny because Aspire's always said we're on a mission to inspire women to live deeper, more authentic, and inspired lives. And this show, which is about, I think we're in our 10th or 11th year now, in the mag, it's all about that. It's like, we're all going to go through difficult times. That's called life, right?
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes we forget that it's the lens we view things with. And I believe we always need sacred reminders, and that's how I see your books. In your mission is you're spreading little sacred reminders around, right? To look for the good, to stay connected with joy, to believe in possibility, even when you can't see the path ahead. So it's been amazing because you sold over 12,000 books so far. You've
Mm-hmm.
got like 48,000 followers on TikTok, growing daily, and
Mm-hmm.
podcast appearances across the country. Did you ever think in a million years that your movement would like pick up steam the way it has?
No. You know, it did I want it to? Yes. I always knew that I wanted to make a difference. I knew the importance of me being committed to that. But as Linda, when you do something, you literally just you take a chance. But one thing I realized, Linda, and I'm sure you can agree because of what the movement you've created in life, you gotta act upon those impulsive, intuitive thoughts. You have to have the courage because we don't realize how much it's needed until we're out there pushing it.
Mm, it's so true. And don't you notice too, when we're committed to a mission as we both are, it actually becomes a part of who we are. Like I live my message. I believe in my message. Everything I put out are principles and strategies and mindset shifts that I had to live through myself. And it sounds like it's been the same for you, right? You
Yes, Linda.
you lived this.
Yes, I've lived it and I've seen, no, as long as we have life, as long as we're breathing, Linda, there is more to life. Therefore, we must not give up. As long as we can breathe, no matter what we're up against, things can change in our favor or we're meant to keep walking. That is why I created all these tools. So make sure that you don't get stuck. You don't give up still alive is my mission, Linda. I don't want you to miss out on the gifts that life has for you. When you're so up against it, Linda, it can be very difficult to hear too much or read too much. Being simple, you got this. It be enough to create an eternal shift to have you see a way to move.
Most definitely. That's been my experience too. It's like I call them micro moments on micro
Hmm.
shifts, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Some of us believe that transformation can only come with this big, deep moment. My transformation from welfare mom, battered woman, queen of self sabotage over the last 30 years was I kept taking what you said. I'd listen, I'd take action, and I'd take a micro step. And suddenly I got to where I want to be. And it sounds like the books are those like micro moments to just stop what you're doing, come back home to your heart. That's what it reminds me of, anyway.
Yes, that's exactly what it is, Linda. The key to success in life is how quickly can you shift from a negative vibe to a positive vibe. That is the distinction between those that have the things they want and those that are stuck. So, what the tool does, like everything is perfect, what it does is it doesn't allow you, it's like, here you go, open it up. The way it's designed, it's you don't read it from front to back. You just it's small, it's pocket size. You open it up to any page, and it'll always be the message for that moment. Because we are energy, we attract whatever it is we need to hear to take, oh, wait, oh, wait a minute. It's like a reminder, a reset. Wait a minute. No, 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 no. This is all working in my favor. Keep it walking. So that's exactly what it is, Linda.
Yeah, and I think, this is what I share with my private clients and my communities is you are always going to be receiving outside information, whether from
Hmm.
the media, everything. And if you don't monitor what you're taking in, you can lose yourself, right? You lose your happiness, your joy, you step into fear. But by having these little reset moments, I love that word, by the way, reset moments, like flip a page in your book and go, what do I need to know today? And whatever that word is, a phrase that comes up in your pocketbook, is to me, that's the reset moment. I get to choose in that moment where my energy and focus is going to be. So I feel like they see the phrase or see the word and it brings them right back to center. And then in that moment of being centered, they get to choose where they want their frequency to be.
Exactly. You want to try, Linda? We could open it up and just
Of
for right
course.
now. Let's do it. All right. This is we just started this conversation. Let's see where we're at right now. This is for everyone that's listening to us. Ooh, perfect. Want love, give love. I understood this because whatever it is you want, be willing to be it.
Yes.
You know, and the beautiful thing of love, it already lives inside of us. We just have to allow it to be given away because it's so us. We are made of love. Sometimes we think like, oh, I'm gonna wait for love to come to me before I give it away. Almost like protection. No, you don't want to live like that. You want to live free of your love because the more free you are with the love from within, the more you're going to see it and it's going to allow you to breathe easier. See, when we don't give it away, it's almost, it's that, it's like putting pressure on ourselves not to be ourselves.
This really resonates because, um, like you, um, I feel like we think that love is out there, right?
Mhm.
Same thing with abundance. We think it's out there until we can become abundance in our frequency, until we can become love and give love. We can't call in that which aligns with it. So that want love, give love, I just felt it as a frequency. And I
Mhm.
love that. We're going to take our first break, my friends. And we will be back in a moment with Johanna Laurent of positivephrases.com. And we're going to continue this soulful conversation. We'll be right back.
Did you know that creativity is a spiritual practice and midlife is a renaissance and are an opportunity to weave wholeness, wonder, and wild wisdom into everyday life? Dr. Minette Riordan is a soul story guide, expressive arts facilitator, and the founder of the Sisterhood of Wisdom and Wonder. A lifelong creative and spiritual seeker, she helps midlife women reclaim their voice, purpose, and passion through storytelling, myth, and sacred self-expression. Minette is the creator of the Midlife Archetype Quiz and the transformational mythical makeover experiences, blending deep psychology, expressive arts, and soulful play. She brings warmth, wisdom, and structure to the wild inner work of midlife transformation. Through retreats, courses, and her vibrant community, she invites women to remember who they are, one brushstroke, one story, one threshold at a time. Learn more at MinetteRiordan.com.
Welcome back. You're listening to Inspired Conversations with Johanna Laurent today, founder of Positive Phrases, and I am loving this conversation. So when I started the segment, we talked about this time of year, right? And I live
Mm.
in New England. Joanna lives in New England. So we're about to get hit with a big storm at the time of this taping. And those darker days can impact our moods, right? So tell us why darker days impact the mood and share a little bit about that.
Yes, I was thinking about this. I go, it's a narrative. Darker days impact our moods, brighter days keep us smiling. We have to remember that that's all a narrative we've been programmed to believe.
Exactly.
Because you know what, Linda? I've had some moments when it's been very sunny and bright out there, and I'm really up against crying in a bench. And it was a beautiful day according to the world. I shouldn't even feel that way. And then it's dark outside, it's really cold, and I can't go out because it's so cold. And I'm sitting on my couch and just having a really great conversation or smiling with someone. You see, we have to let go of the outer defining the inner. We really have to let go of and be present to that. Now, how amazing is our creator? Maybe in the darker moments, it gives us time to reflect and really go into a space of gratitude. Like not complaining, like, oh, I can't go out. I like to be outside. It's dark, it's cold. Wait a minute. How about you get to have a home and increase your gratitude in a moment like that? There's always an opportunity to see the good.
Mm. Gratitude, in fact, I'm wearing a shirt right now as we tape saying gratitude changes everything. And so that's that one I'm sitting here going, oh, yes. A few years ago, my honey got a double diagnosis. He's fine. But during that time, I was um, sharing publicly about how we were staying aligned with the frequency of blessings instead of, excuse my language, the bullshit. We could have went into
Mhm.
fear. He had a pituitary tumor. 4 days later, they found a brain aneurysm. So 2 brain surgeries in the midst of COVID. So, so during it, everyone would say, how are you staying aligned? And I go, I'm searching for the blessings in every single moment. Because if I want to focus on the stuff that is fearful, I'm only going to get more of it. And I needed to maintain my balance. I did it with gratitude. Oh, we just got the best neurosurgeon. Blessed. So you notice too, Johanna, that the more you focus on the little things to be grateful for, even when life has got you down on your knees, as it did for us then, there's an
Yes,
energetic shift and a magnetic resonance. More blessings and miracles came in, and people witnessed it as I shared the journey. Have
you
you?
were a life giver. You were a life giver. Linda, you could have been a life taker. You chose to be a life giver.
Yeah.
Grateful people attract more to be grateful for because you appreciate things began to multiply. You are either going to take or give. What you did is you said, wait a minute, do you give life? You stay in faith. You seek the good and it will multiply. How amazing is that? Are given that free will of choice. When they talk about free choice, free will, you have a choice. You could have been a downer. You could have made it so impossible for anything to occur, even to attract anything good because of your own fear. But when I am being judgmental, or when I am not being of good spirited inside, because maybe I'm having a conversation with someone, instead of me focusing and making that other person wrong, what I do is, Joanna, where are you coming from? Are you coming from love or are you coming from judgment? Are you coming from faith or are you coming from fear? Because when we're scared, what you did, Linda, was you hung in there so strong as a life giver. Therefore, life gave you back.
Yeah, it truly did. I'm going to tell you, I won't go into all the miracles. They were all documented, and people like, Linda, may I share your post with my sister who just got diagnosed with brain cancer, and she's, um, you know, going down the rabbit hole. May I share this with someone that just lost a family member? Like, and basically they were saying, how are you holding on to hope and love and positive expectations when you just keep getting hit with all these scenarios? And I said, because I choose every day and every moment to keep recalibrating back to the truth that blessings are abundant, that miracles happen every day. What good would it have done if I had gone into fear? And what if he dies on the table? And what if this? And what if that? And what if he never gets his eyesight back? You feel the energetic difference in my body as we share that? I
Hmm.
chose not to, and I'm so grateful that I did because miracles just kept flowing in the strangest of ways. So, yeah, I truly believe it. And something you said um, wasn't on this conversation, but it said gratitude is a light source, and how micro moments of gratitude lift energy and reduce rumination, not only during the winter months, but all the time. And that really encapsulates everything you just shared. Light source.
Yes, yes. And guess what? Let's talk about the winter months. So let's say, it's winter. Right. How
That really resonates because about 33 years ago, I left my marriage and I wasn't strong enough to do it for myself, even though I was unhappy. But I had a daughter and two bonus children. Well, the daughter was mine. And then the two bonus children. I remember looking at my daughter. She's 41 now, but at the time she was about 7. And I remember going, oh, shoot, I'm teaching her that this is a healthy relationship. And I'm teaching my bonus son that this is how men treat women, like passive aggressive. 48 hours later, I was gone. I could do it for them, but I could, at that moment, I couldn't do it for myself because of the self-love, self-worth issues. So let's dive into this in the next segment. We're going to take another quick break, my friends, and please go grab a copy of Everything is Perfect at positivephrases.com. We'll be right back.
There is magic within you and all around you. Sha Blackburn, internationally recognized psychic, shamanic healer, and teacher, known as the Loon Witch, has been empowering individuals to transform their lives using magical principles and her intuitive gifts since 1997. Sha is a high priestess in the Order of Blended Wisdom Coven, ordained minister, Reiki master teacher, certified neuro-linguistic practitioner, and QHHT practitioner, certified in shamanic healing from the Foundation of Shamanic Studies. For over 20 years, she's been a popular media guest, providing wisdom and live intuitive readings. Sha offers an empowering variety of in-person and virtual workshops on the topics of divination, healing, metaphysics, and more. Clients around the world turn to her for tarot and rune readings and to her intuitive wisdom for guidance and clarity. Ready to tap into your magic? Visit loonwitch.com.
Thanks for listening. I'm Linda Joy, and with me today is Johanna Laurent and of positivephrases.com. So we were just talking about love, gratitude as a light source, how we can change our narrative about winter. And I wanted to touch base on that real quick because I was one of those that every year I'd be like, oh, it's winter, whiny, whiny in my 20s and 30s. And then as I got on the path, I realized, wait a minute, if I follow the cycles of nature, this is the beautiful time. I'm cocooning, I'm creating, I'm slowing down, I'm going inward. And now I cherish my winters because I learned to change my narrative around it. Doesn't mean I want to go out in the snow and play, but why am I going to give up my energy and my peace and my joy for 3 to 4 New England months every year? So I chose a new narrative that this is my time for sacred cocooning is the phrase I use. So let's talk about one other thing too, is you using brief phrases like before tough moments of every day, right? So like
hmm
the morning rush, work stress, all of a sudden I think we have patterns like, oh my God, I got a 1 hour commute. We set the stress in our body by calling it in. So
hmm
how do these brief phrases prior to those moments we know always causes a little agitation? How does it help? What's the best way to do it?
Oh my goodness, I got a car. Oh my goodness, I have a radio. Let me put on a happy song. Hey, maybe I can listen to a sermon or maybe I can listen to an audiobook. Like, let me take the moment to live it. Let me enjoy that I get to be in this car. Not that see, what happens is that our inner, like the winter, oh, it's winter. I'm getting sad. Sometimes brain seeks excuses not to be fulfilled because we've trained it that way. So it's almost like a justification of why I'm not happy versus viewing really why you're not happy and shifting that so that no matter what happens outside of you, it will not trigger you because you're so being peaceful and joyful.
It's mindset shifting, right? It's like, what story do you want to live? We're the author of, I'm doing a 2-day women's event in April here in Massachusetts. And my keynote, I guess you can call it, it's a workshop style, is called Rise Above Your Story, Become the Author of Your Own Life. And it speaks to this. We are always either playing a role in someone else's script, or we are going to become the director of our lives, right? So a lot of us are unconsciously living the same day over and over again and have disconnected that we have the power to choose our emotions, our thoughts, all of it, of how we navigate life. And do you feel that so many of us are just so disconnected from ourselves, we don't even see the patterns that are running our lives?
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah.
But that's a good thing though. You know why? Because us being aware of it and we can shift. You know, Linda, you I'm sure you've been here. No one's coming to rescue you, Linda. We all you gotta it's gotta be you, you know? It's gonna be you and
Exactly.
it's gotta be you, right? We have to become aware of whatever is happening in our life. We have to take accountability and taking accountability and realizing it, wait a minute, and where I caused I created this, not working for me. I just have to shift my thinking and my focus, and I could create the opposite. Wait, this is the biggest breakthrough you can ever have in your life. Because when you have breakthrough, you take ownership and it's like a reconnect. It's almost like you connect back to the God within. You do. You connect back to the source, whatever you call it, source, divine, whatever it is, you know you are from a huge force and you are a miracle from the miracle creator. It's such an awakening. And once that gets lit, the only thing that's going to turn it off, it's you, and you know that, and therefore you don't.
That was powerful. I love the miracle maker because I believe that, right? We're
Hmm.
connected to the source of all that is. What we all may have different names for it, and I always say, whatever your source of love is, connect to it daily, right? No matter what you call it, God, universe, divine, whatever your source of love is, that's where the connection to miracles really happens too. What
Exactly.
One of the other things, like, so say a woman has your book. Well, how do you recommend they use it as their simple daily ritual?
I get you. I use it. I keep it by my desk. I keep one in the car because you know the cars, cars. I think everyone's therapy office. You know, it's always that moment. But I keep it on my nightstand because I keep it where I can easily obtain it and open it up and shift me. I know when I'm not in the right energy vibe. I know I'm uncomfortable. Things start to bother me. My patience gets shorter. Something's going on. And I don't have time, nor do I want to have time to be in that, in that vibration. So what do? I open it up. I open up the book. We can open it up again. You want to try it again?
Yeah, I want another one. I want another magical message.
Okay, here you go. That's for us and everyone listening here today. Oh, stay on purpose.
Mm, that
You
one
know,
resonates from my journey right now. Is I am on a mission to touch women's lives through this event. So I'm just staying the path, right? And
yes,
that's what how it resonated with me. So tell me how it resonated with you.
resonate with me to stay on purpose. Remember why I started the phrase. I get letters from families At the dinner table, everyone opens it up and reads their phrase and expresses what it means for them. Or in the morning, they leave it in the, where the keys are. And everyone, before they leave their house, they open up their phrase. They open up the book and they get their phrase for the day and stay committed to what I say I'm going to do. Keep my word no matter what.
Mm. You know what? It's funny. It sounds like positive phrases in your movement are like mine and Aspire and all the brands where the mission is so much bigger than us. It wasn't something we kind of consciously chose. Like I never meant to start a magazine, but I kept having a vision at night, came through a dream of the same magazine cover for 3 months. I'm like, what the heck am I dreaming about a magazine cover for? The vision was given to me. And the moment I kind of leaned in, things just, it was amazing. And here I am 20 years later. So the mission pulls me along. It's never, ever felt like work to me for these 20 years publishing Aspire. Is that what it feels like for you? Like when you're on purpose, when you're on a mission, it's almost like an energetic pulling forward and the next step is revealed.
Exactly. It's a lifestyle. It's me. It's not a, oh, I'm gonna do this X amount. It's a way of being. It's a way of being, and things are gonna come up to you like in the middle of the night. You'll get a thought, or you get an idea. Or when you're open to your destiny, when you're open to it, it's like it's food. It's when people go, what's my purpose? What's my purpose? You start asking and they feel like, oh, because I don't know what my purpose is, that's why I'm so unhappy. No, no, no. It's not because you don't know. It's because you're afraid of having the courage to be your purpose. That's what you might want to look at. Because when you have the courage, it will be revealed. You will know in your heart. You just keep moving in awe.
Oh, yes. And one of the things, I'm not sure if you have an audio trouble for a moment there. I'm going to keep going and hope that you're able to come back on. So, one of the things I want to talk about is for me is it sounds like positive phrases in her book, Everything is Perfect. I call them almost like mantras. It's something I want to energetically focus on. So if I was to have that book and open it and see the phrase, it would be like, oh, that's my focus for the day. Is that what a lot of people do, Joanna?
Yes, it's exactly what they do. So it's called Everything is Perfect because when you're up against it and you start going, oh my God, I can't see, I don't know what to do, you blind yourself. But when you say to yourself, wait a minute, everything is perfect, everything is aligning itself for me, then your eyes can see or you can hear what to do next. You have to become present. Everything is okay. You will find a way, or the way will be revealed to you.
I love that. The way will be revealed to you. It's a perfect way to end this segment. And we're going to go to our final break and come back for the last segment. And we'll dive deeper into this conversation, my friends. Please visit positivephrases.com. Grab your copy of Everything is Perfect, a collection of 100 positive affirmations to cultivate a joyful, mindful, and positive life. As always, all links are also below in the show notes on whatever platform you're listening on. We'll be back.
We can all use a little more peace and joy in our lives. Don't you agree? Counselor, best-selling author, and self-nurturing expert Kelly Grimes of CultivatingPeaceAndJoy.com is passionate about empowering overwhelmed and exhausted women to live with more peace, joy, and meaning through the practice of self-nurturing. Through her experience working with individuals, speaking, providing workshops, and teaching professional and leadership development to forward-thinking organizations, Kelly knows that nurturing peace in the world begins from the inside out. That's why she created the free Cultivating Peace and Joy mobile app that brings you beautiful self-nurturing reminders, guided meditations, empowering practice tools, and daily prompts with an inspiring question to guide your daily self-nurturing practice. Download your free Cultivating Peace and Joy mobile app today at cultivatingpeaceandjoy.com.
Welcome back, my friends. I'm so grateful that you're circling up with me and my special guest, Johanna Laurent of positivephrases.com. So one of the things too is this whole movement is born out of your own deep belief in the power of words to heal, uplift, and transform lives. It's something I've always believed myself, and that's why all my media platforms only put out feminine wisdom, personal empowerment, things that will lift women up, right? Because there's enough of the other stuff out there. So there is a vibrational power in the words we choose to say to ourselves, isn't there? Like when someone's always saying, I am so tired, I am so stressed, I'm like, what are you doing? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you're
Mm-hmm.
calling in more stress. So
Mm-hmm.
tell me your personal thoughts about the power of words and their vibration.
First of all, I want to let everyone that's listening here never speak negatively about yourself. Absolutely not. You are priceless. You are a miracle. You are a gift. That's the first thing to begin noticing and stopping. No, I am beautiful. I'm capable. I am loving. I am an amazing human being. Start saying it. Start saying it and allow it to be. Never speak ill of someone. Yourself. You might disagree, you might not understand, but always tap into your own empathy and the grace that God gave you. Be present to that. If you have nothing good to say, it's best not to say anything because words are spells we give unto others, and we might not. They say don't even joke, and I think that's true because it is just defines us. We are using the gift of language to hurt us. Think about that. Did, there's no way the creator created us to be able to speak so we can use it against us. Absolutely not. Because think about it, if you look at it, words created, let there be light, light occurred. Things in scriptural books and when words were used, they were used to uplift.
Speak
Yeah,
life into instead of drain life out of. And I personally believe that too. So you also have another book. So tell us about that one.
it's just a simple red book, and with stop, it's just a matter of like you when you're just like so stuck and you don't realize what is it in me, what am I doing, that's causing this, it's causing this in my life. Sometimes we just aren't present to it. Therefore, we don't know what to reset or what to redesign or what to recreate or reinvent because we just don't know or we don't want to admit sometimes. But sometimes it's really hard to admit once way of being that's not working. You have to be truthful with yourself and see and be willing to say, you know what? Maybe I am a people pleaser. And I do that just because I want to have friends. I don't like, what is that really getting me? Like, or maybe I do compare myself. Like, or maybe I am passing judgment because I don't understand and I've been programmed to do that. Like when we start having honest conversations with ourselves, we're able to reinvent and create the lives we really want.
Mm. Imagine the simplicity of words, right? They have the power to heal
Hmm.
or hurt. The choice is
Hmm.
ours,
Hmm.
whether we're healing ourselves or helping others heal or hurting ourselves. It's like it was a gift given to us, and I don't think I hear because I'm a mindset elevation coach and belief clearing practitioner. I'm always very aware of the language people use, and I'm like, they are actually creating their own reality over and over again by focusing on the negative in their life, which keeps
Hmm.
them feeling so depleted that they can't get to the level of love and joy that is their divine right. Have you noticed that too? And that's why we're
Yes,
doing this work?
yes, yes, yes. And that's why I made it so simple, Linda, so that it's easy to obtain and reset. I know we're almost in the completion of admin, but would you like me to open it again before
Y-
one
Oh,
more?
yes, I
Try?
think that's
Okay.
beautiful.
We're going to do it from Everything is Perfect. Raise your faith. So we're talking about raising our own internal faith to be able to have certainties things will work out. What we're speaking about, it's our own insecurity that creates ourselves to use words that are against us. It's our own fear that's programmed within that allows us not to be all that we can be. And when we raise our faith, our internal faith within, we're able to create the beauty of life and receive life as a gift. When we don't live it, we are, oh my goodness, we're actually even wasting it.
Mm, isn't it true?
Hmm.
It is so true. And then one of the things I know you love to do is you do a lot of media to get this word out there. And you've got picked up by quite a bit of regional and local media. So, what is, when you go on your shows like this one and others, what is the one core message you want to leave our listeners with and those who come across this episode?
There's only one you. And there's only one you. And when you own that, you own that greatness, you're able to see it in others and live the life that you are meant to be.
I love that. That is so powerful, my friend. And I want to invite everyone again. Visit Johanna at positivephrases.com. Grab a copy of Everything is Perfect. I love it. I love the size of it. It's a mini book. It fits in your purse, fits in your car. You can take it everywhere you go. I love the idea of keeping it on the nightstand because I love to end and start my day with inspiration. And her other book is called Stop. And again, that's positivephrases.com. And what is up next for you, my friend? Any more books in the works? Any special events that you want to share?
Couple more podcasts, a couple more media that's coming up. I let life unfold itself, and I am working on another one. And I'm just putting myself out there, Linda. And like we say, like we were speaking, and when you started your journey in 1991, as you keep walking, life will unfold itself. Oh, Linda, what we also want to share is enjoy the moments, not just
Yeah.
the big goals. Enjoy the moment because life is about, the many blessings, the many joys in our life can happen every day if we allow it to be and we're present to. When we get the big moment, it's normal in our life. We normalize joy and peace and gratitude.
I love this. And being fully present in our life is the only way to see the blessings. So many of us get on a hamster wheel, onto the next thing, onto the next thing, always chasing, striving, and that's not a life. Life is being present with what is in this moment. So that was a beautiful way to close out our call, my friend. And I want to invite everyone again, visit Johanna at positivephrases.com. Thank you, Johanna, for joining me today.
Thank you, Linda, for everything you do. And I'm so glad that you had the courage to live your journey and to inspire millions.
Thank you, my friend. And until next time, choose love, choose joy, choose happiness, my friends. Blessings.
Thanks for listening to Inspired Conversations with publisher Linda Joy. Join our sacred space every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern and meet leading female visionaries, empowering authors, heart-centered female entrepreneurs, coaches, and healers. Inspired Conversations with Linda Joy is a soulful venue where guests share the obstacles they've overcome, along with wisdom and lessons learned on their personal journey that led them to the transformational work they do in the world. Inspired conversations to empower you on your path to authentic and soulful living.